Hello everybody, and welcome to my free guided meditation class 3. We're going to start in just a moment. I'm just seeing the numbers, and I know I have a lot of people RSVP'd for this, so I just want to kind of wait and see if some of the numbers rise. People might be just logging on right now. But if you can hear me and the sound is okay, please just let me know. Send a heart so I know that you actually can hear me, and the music and everything going on. So when you can, just let me know. Someone let me know that you can hear me. Make sure that you can hear me. Great, so I'm thinking you guys can hear me. I'm getting some hearts. Awesome, great. It's so weird because I'm doing this half on my phone and then half on my computer. So it's like there's a time difference. So I'm trying to figure out which one is right, but I think this is faster than the computer. So today, all good. Thank you, Ariane. I'm happy that we're all good. Today, the meditation is going to be based on the chakra system. So again, welcome to class 3 of my guided meditation series, which is going to be every Sunday right here for the foreseeable future. So there's no end date to this because there's no end date to what's going on. So I figured we'll just keep it going, as I feel like this is a good way to connect with everyone and to bring a little bit of what I do to you guys for free. Because of what's going on right now in the world, in the universe. It's a really good time and opportunity to connect with ourselves and to connect globally with people around us by meditating virtually. It's actually a really beautiful and unique gift is when we can meditate in numbers, because where there are more than one, there is God, right? That's what they say. When people come together, God is present, and I totally do believe that. So welcome all, and I thank you guys for coming. For this meditation, as I said, we're going to talk a little bit about the chakra system, and then I'm going to guide you through, oh, hey Shabani, love you, welcome. I'm going to guide you guys through a really nice, easy chakra balancing meditation that, although I'm going to guide you today, you really could take this meditation and use it on your own. It's pretty easy to remember, to kind of keep in your mind. So when you're alone and you want to do an easy balancing meditation, you want to work your way up through the chakra system to clear and clean things out and to balance, you really could do it on your own. Or, as I said, every meditation class that will be on Facebook Live is going to be uploaded to my website, so you guys can go there and watch them all for free again, or re-listen to whatever meditation you'd like to re-listen to that you might have found appealing or helpful. So the numbers look pretty good, so I'm just going to get started because I know I don't want to keep you guys on here forever. The chakras. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with what the chakras are and what the chakras are all about, but you might not be actually. Some people have no idea. The chakra system of healing is a system based on Ayurvedic medicine, so it's an Eastern philosophy. And it's under the guise that we have 7 major energy centers within the body. There's actually many more chakra centers. There are actually hundreds, but really we focus on the major 7. And you might know them, you might not, so I'm going to give you just a really brief, easy background. So the chakras begin at the base of our spine, so the lowest part of our spinal column, and they continue up the spinal column, one after another, and they penetrate our physical body and into our emotional body, into our mental body, and into our spiritual bodies. Remember, we're more than one body. Physical is just one of the whole that is us. The whole that is us, a lot of times is called an aura, right? Our energetic field, our total vibration. And so the chakras live within this total vibration. And each chakra governs a different aspect of our personality, or a different aspect of healing, or a different emotional aspect and a physical aspect. But we're really going to look at the emotional aspects today. So almost think of a chakra as a pinwheel, right? Remember those pinwheels that you'd blow and it would spin? Well, think of a kind of like a tube of light And on this tube, there are 7 pinwheels. And our energy, actually, we have 2 different energy flows within our body. One is a manifestation energy, which flows down the body. And then another energetic flow flows up the body, which is our liberating energy. So we have our manifestation energy, which flows down the body, and we have our liberating energy, which flows up the body. Now they flow simultaneously, and when they flow, they kind of do this. So they weave in and out of each other. So remember, we have these 7 energy centers along the spinal column. When the energy is fluid and flowing and clear and balanced and harmonized, it cleanly and steadily flows up the body. As it flows up the body, it hits these chakra points and it spins the chakras clockwise, opening up this beautiful energy source. Now, when these energy sources are open and vibrant, we feel perfect health, we feel vitality, we feel connected to the universe, we feel healthy, we feel energetic, we feel passionate, we feel confident, and we feel connected. If one of these energy centers is compromised or blocked, what's going to happen is we're going to feel dis-ease or disease in the body. And this could be a disease that forms in the physical body as stress, anxiety, and or real disease or acute illness, or disease of the mind or emotional imbalance or spiritual imbalance. So it's really important that we work through the chakra system as a philosophical concept to keep ourselves nice and balanced. So we're going to go through each chakra now pretty quickly, just to let you know when I do the meditation, you'll kind of know what I am talking about. So the first chakra is our root chakra. Okay, and this is your foundation. This represents foundation, okay? It is at the base of the spine, and it gives us a feeling of groundedness. So if you kind of put your hand at the small of your back or lower back, right, all the way down, right below, I hate to say it, but like your butt crack, there you're gonna feel, that's your root chakra. And again, this governs our foundation, and it is the right to be here. When this energy center is compromised, we're going to feel unstable. We're not going to feel grounded. We might not feel like we belong, right? We might feel depressed or overwhelmed or passionless, okay? A balanced and stable root chakra, you're going to feel connected to life, you're going to feel connected to earth, and you're going to feel connected to the philosophical and spiritual reason why you are here on earth as a spiritual being. So a lot of times when the root chakra is compromised, there could be major trauma that leads to feelings of hopelessness or major depression. So the root chakra is very important. Again, it controls our survival issues, financial independence, money and food. It governs everything physical, right? So if you have a really balanced concept of money and relationship with money, then a lot of times you have a really good, stable root chakra, meaning you're okay foundationally. The mantra that we can say for root chakra is, I can grow from an unsteady foundation. So even if we're not steady in life, it doesn't mean that our root chakra needs to be imbalanced. You can balance out that chakra. Even if what's going on in your world, it feels like it's crumbling. And right now, I will tell you that our foundation of society and our global foundation is cracked open. So a lot of us aren't feeling stable right now. So grounding the energy in the root chakra is very important actually for what's going on in life right now that pertains to all of us. The element is earth, and a good stone to balance the root chakra here is my favorite, which is smoky quartz. This is a good stone to meditate with. If you guys have stones or crystals, pull them out now. When we do the meditation, it'd be nice for you to hold one in whatever chakra point you feel you need to work on. Our second chakra point is called the sacral chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra. And this is our seat of our emotions. It relates to our emotions and the emotions of others. It also governs creativity. It governs our sexual energy. If this area is blocked or imbalanced, you might feel a lack of control in your life. You might feel like you are unable to change and grow with your surroundings. An imbalanced sacral chakra could lead to depression, anxiety, but also addiction, right? Because the sacral chakra is really an important one because it also governs our needs and our wants, our passions and our desires. So if you're not fulfilling your desires, if you're not living a passionate life, and you're not connecting to your soul purpose, a lot of times there's going to be an imbalance there, and it can lead you to fill that void with other things like food, drugs, sex, so on and so forth. So it is the pleasure center. So a lot of times people live a very pleasurable life, which could be reckless. So it's important to have that chakra very balanced, have our needs met safely and healthily, okay? So the location is the lower abdomen, and again, it controls a sense of abundance, pleasure, well-being. The mantra is, I honors others and I honor myself. The color is orange, and the element here is water. And a great stone to meditate with for the second chakra is carnelian. Carnelian is a beautiful stone. It helps with creativity and sacral opening. So I have this here for that. As we move up, we move to our Manipura, which is our solar plexus chakra. This chakra is found in your abdominal area, okay? And it governs confidence and control, okay? So think back to the last time you had butterflies or felt a pit in your stomach. That's your Manipura chakra at work. The solar plexus chakra is blocked if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel shame, doubt, a lack of self-esteem, a lack of remorse, self-loathing, or it could also be blocked or imbalanced if you feel you need too much power or you misuse power, right? Open sacral chakra usually involves someone being able to freely express themselves with a lot of confidence. So when you see people who are confident but not egotistical, because egotistical is an imbalanced sacral chakra. When you see some people who are just confident in what they do, they're not egotistical, they're not proud, they just exude that confidence. It means most likely that they have a really nice balanced sacral chakra. Self-esteem is very important to have, and those who lack it will have a lot of stuff going on in the stomach. I know that's an area that I struggle with, and a lot of people. So if you're like, oh, that's me, you are not alone. So a good mantra for the solar plexus is I let go, I surrender, and I live peacefully in the flow of my life. I happen to love that one. The color is yellow. The element is fire, right? Because it's our will to do and our right to do, to go out and do in this world. You guys have the right to do and be what you want, and that should not be compromised. A really nice stone to work with is citrine. And citrine is this beautiful, almost golden yellow stone. And it really does help the people with confidence. So if you have some solar plexus issues or imbalances, you might want to grab a citrine. Our next chakra, as we move up the system, rests right above our heart center, which is our heart chakra or the Anahata chakra. The heart chakra is the bridge between the upper chakras and the lower chakras and is associated with maternity. And the upper chakras, all right, are associated with spirituality. As the name suggests, right, this chakra can influence our ability to give and receive love from others and ourselves. Okay, so it is the center of unconditional love. The heart chakra also can govern deep intuitive wisdom, right? When someone says, speak from your heart, what is your heart telling you? If you're able to connect to that, that means you have a nice balanced heart chakra. Someone with a blocked heart chakra might have difficulty opening up to people in their life. They have relationship issues, they have trust issues. If someone's heart is open, most likely they experience deep compassion and empathy for themselves, others, and the world as a whole. Someone whose heart chakra is maybe too open is a bleeding heart, right? And they take everything to personally, and they take everything to heart, and they might be very overly emotional, or they might give of their heart too much without kind of intuitively knowing when to and when not to, perhaps. A great stone to meditate with for the heart chakra is, of course, rose quartz. Rose quartz is a beautiful stone for heart opening. A mantra is I love myself unconditionally and I love others unconditionally. The color is green. The element of the heart is air. Now you see the elements are getting very lighter as we move into our spiritual chakras and our spiritual energy. the energy also lightens up and brightens. So the element is air. The stone is rose quartz. So that's pretty much the heart chakra in a nutshell. As we move up from the heart, we are now really in our spiritual chakras, and this is the throat chakra. The throat chakra is the Visuddha chakra. The throat chakra gives voice to the heart chakra and controls our ability to communicate our personal power. It's the center of truth, and it's the center of our authenticity, okay? When it is functioning at full capacity, it will allow you to express yourself truly and clearly. Someone with a blocked throat chakra may have trouble finding the words to say how they truly feel, or they might be not expressive but repressive. They might be self-repressed. So when we express ourselves, it is an expression of God or spirituality, which is our throat, right? Our authentic truth is the truth of God, connected to our third eye and our crown chakras. But when we repress ourselves and we don't express ourselves, we are hiding and we are blocking the God that lives within. And most likely we are then in in a place of suffering or fear or ego that is blocking the true light. A throat chakra is also the major center of creativity. So singers, writers, actors, performers, anyone who works in the arts or expresses themselves in that way really lives within their throat chakra. So the throat chakra, again, it's a center of communication. I am the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The color is light blue or turquoise. The element is sound or music or ether. And a great stone is aquamarine. I love aquamarine. Aquamarine is a great stone to meditate with if you are wanting to write something, if you want to communicate more clearly, you can wear it around the neck. If you have trouble communicating, get aquamarine. Or turquoise is also a really good stone as well to use for the throat chakra. As we flow up now from the throat into the third eye chakra, which is the Ajna chakra. So as we move there, we are getting closer to communion with the divine. Okay, so this is the bridge to the divine energy that lives within us. The third eye chakra controls our ability to see the bigger picture, okay, and to connect with our intuition. Okay, it's a center of visualization and rationality as well. Okay, so think of the third eye as part of your soul in a way. It registers information beyond the surface level. So it's your ability to see beyond what is real. So visions and intuition and psychic hits are not uncommon for someone who has a real nice open third eye, but also someone who has a very open third eye, they might be really great with visualization, okay? A lot of designers really work in their third eye. And someone with a closed third eye might be really not intuitive and not connected to what's beyond, not connected to God as they close that off. And maybe they're too much in their rational mind. Like they only believe what they see physically, not what they can't see. A beautiful stone is amethyst. Now I love amethyst. Look how beautiful. This is a stone that I actually bought in Montclair, New Jersey, and I love it. I always use this stone to meditate for third eye opening. So amethyst is a great stone. A mantra for our third eye is I see the truth. The element is light, okay? The stone is amethyst. So we're almost there, guys. So now, right, the bridge to our spiritual chakras begins at the throat. Now we're in our third eye. Now we are in our crown, which is the space above our head, and this is the Sahasrara chakra, or the crown chakra. The crown chakra is one of the higher chakras. It sits upon the crown of the head, and it represents our ability to fully connect to spirit or spiritually. When you fully open your crown chakra, something very few people ever do sometimes, you're able to access your higher consciousness. Okay, so it is a place where we go when we like to meditate or we want to connect to God or the higher power. Now, let me just say this, that having an open crown chakra doesn't mean that you are an enlightened person. Okay, there are chakras way above the crown chakra. So someone who's not in a state of enlightenment can actually have an open crown chakra. As a matter of fact, more of you have an open crown chakra than you actually know, because the crown chakra is also the center of thought. And it's the center and it's the place where we receive two kinds of thought, God thought and non-God thought. God thought are the thoughts that inspire, that create, that can change the world. And non-God thoughts are everything else. So any thought that comes from the fear or ego is God thought, is non-God thought. So it is a place where we do receive a lot of information. And then it's up to our third eye to differentiate what's good and what's bad. It's like the scene in Willy Wonka, like where the bad egg and the good egg. If the egg is bad, it sinks, right? If the good egg is good, they keep it. It's kind of that process has to happen here. Negative thoughts have to kind of go into the trash in that moment. So having an open crown chakra really is your ability to be open to these beautiful God thoughts and this intuition. It is the area of knowing, okay? So it's also a center of intuition when people just know beyond a shadow of a doubt that something is true or something is true about themselves, right? Do you guys have a knowing about yourself and you don't know how you got it, but you just always had this knowing that everything's going to be okay, or that you have a big purpose here on earth and that you want to fulfill it? That's an open crown chakra. If your crown chakra is not open, a lot of times it could lead to feelings of hopelessness, feelings of godlessness, feelings of loneliness. Major depression can happen if you have a closed crown chakra, as well as exhaustion. Someone who's working all day and they're not doing self-care, the crown chakra will be the first area to close, and you will have a sense of it being exhausted. Having an open crown chakra, you feel connected to God, yourself, you feel connected to the earth, you feel connected to your purpose, and it is a beautiful feeling. We are one. That is the feeling of an open crown chakra. And I do believe that right now on this planet, we are in that place. We're in this heart place. We're transcending the throat chakra, and we're in our third eye, and we're trying to figure out what's good and what's bad. There's a lot of bad information out there. There's good information. And so we're trying to figure out what to believe, which is our crown chakra, center of belief, our faith. And this is growing and it's strengthening right now, right? And so the world is having this kind of open crown moment. Where we are flowing into a state of enlightenment. Will everyone go? No, but a lot of us are going. The truth is being revealed, and only the most brave people could hear it and could see it and can trust it and can live it, okay? So a good mantra for our crown chakra is I am a vessel for love and light, or Om, or we are one, okay? The element is divine consciousness. The element is God. And the stone is clear quartz. Clear quartz is the most powerful stone, the activator, and the most healing of stones. You can place a quartz with any other stone, and it really magnifies and enhances the power of that crystal. So if you guys have a clear quartz on hand in your home, this might be a good quartz crystal to meditate with. Again, you always could put two together. Right? That's nice too. And when you meditate with a stone, you can just hold it in your hand or just put it by you. It's totally fine. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to grab any crystal that you might have that you might want to meditate with. Since we are meditating up through the chakras that we just went through, if there is a chakra point that you feel you do need some extra work on, maybe go grab that crystal that corresponds with it now. And when we do the meditation, as I move you energetically up in through the chakra systems, you might actually feel where your block is, where your blocks are. It's kind of amazing when you really focus your energy on the body and the energy flowing through the body. You literally can feel where it might just hit a wall, or your stomach will contract, or you'll feel sick or almost want to vomit. I'm not kidding. Your body will tell you where you are blocked. So as we do this meditation, I want you to really be intuitive and pay attention to that. Because when you hit a space of uncomfort, it's just your body giving you an opportunity to heal. Discomfort is just telling you that that needs some help. That's all it is. It's just a symptom that something is up. They want you to pay attention to that feeling so that you can transcend that feeling into a feeling of comfort and peace or balance, right? We pay too much attention to the symptoms of things rather than just listening to the symptom and getting to the root of the problem, right? We take a pill for the symptom, but we don't go to the root of it. When we are in these chakra points, we are at the root, we are at the cause, okay? We are at the inception. And there might be pain there might be trauma there, and there might be a lot of joy there. But I can guarantee as we work through them, you will feel what is there. And I want you to feel, because this meditation is more of a healing practice than a meditation. So I want you guys to feel, and I want you guys to release whatever comes up for you to release within these areas. All you have to do is really follow my voice, and I will guide you through the entire process. So just be open to doing so. So this meditation, which is just basic chakra balancing and healing, I'm in a chair today, so you guys could sit in a chair. I think that's a really great way to do it, just with your feet planted on the ground, and your hands could be palms up on your lap. And this is just placing your hands in a receiving posture, or they could be palms down if that's more comfortable to you. You also could do this lying down if you wish to. Either way, it's totally cool with me. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to find whatever seat you're going to find. Again, there's no posture is the wrong posture. It's all about being very comfortable. I want you guys to be comfortable. So I'll be meditating with my quartz. Okay. So wherever you are, wherever you landed, I want you to let go of everything we were talking about. I might have given you some information that is new to you, so just let it in, and now you're going to let it out. I always say when we meditate or do any healing practice, I always want my meditator or my guest to feel as though they're a cup of water and they're emptying it out. So each of you now, you're a beautiful cup of water, but I want you to spill yourself out. Let it all out. In order to receive, we must empty. And emptying to me is going into the silence. Going into that space that could be quite uncomfortable for some of us, or all of us, really. So with your eyes closed, everyone take a nice deep breath in and up. And exhale out and down. Good. Inhaling again to the count of 4. And exhaling to the count of 8. Inhaling to the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling to the count of 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And I want you to work on your breath continually. I want your breaths to be nice and evenly distributed in and up, and evenly distributed out and down. And during this meditation, I want you to almost imagine that you're breathing in everything that you are, breathing in the light that you are, and as you exhale out and down, you're releasing everything that you are not. So you're constantly going to be in a place of receiving love and exhaling fear. Receiving all that you are, exhaling all the rest. I want you to kind of keep that idea in your mind. Even if you let it go, I want that to be your intention. I release everything I am not, so I can become everything that I am. Okay? So we place our attention now on our shoulders, the place where we hold the weight of the world, the weight of our family or of our job or our responsibilities. And I want everyone to take in a nice deep breath up into the shoulders, breathing in. And letting it go. Again, breathing up and into the shoulders, into any tension that might be there, and just releasing it as you let the breath out and down. Good. Allowing your shoulders to relax, back and down. Nice. Now let your attention flow to your sacral and your solar plexus, which is your stomach. And I want you to take a nice deep breath into the stomach and into the lower sits bones. And exhale. Good. Keep breathing into that stomach. Really letting go of any tension in the muscles of the stomach, letting it all hang out. Really centering your breath low and control. And maybe in this moment you sink deeper into your seat or deeper onto the bed if you're lying down. Now I invite your attention to come into your third eye, which is the space in between the forehead here, middle of the forehead. And I want you to let go of all the wrinkles in the face. So as you breathe, just imagine your face maybe is made of wax and you've come close to a candle and your face just melts. Really feeling those lips melt. Your jaw release and relax. Your cheeks relax and release. Your eyes and your eye sockets relax and release. Your forehead relaxes and releases. And that little space by your ears even relaxes and releases. And your throat relaxes and releases. And just imagine that your head is just floating, kind of on its own. Very light, very airy, just floating. Keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. Keeping the stomach muscles nice and relaxed. Allowing the lower back to become nice and relaxed. And allowing the whole body to become nice and relaxed. And I invite you in this moment, wherever you are in the process of your relaxation, I want you to see if you can't get your body to relax even more deeply. Below your relaxation, there is another level of relaxation. And I invite you to try to find that level now. Maybe taking in a deep breath. And maybe exhaling and just allowing yourself to melt even more, even further, even deeper into a place of stillness and rest and juicy relaxation. As you release all cares or worries, fears or doubts about your life, and you find that beautiful temple within yourself that knows that all is well in your world and that you are safe and you are protected, and most importantly, you are loved. Good. I'd like you to visualize that you are sitting in the middle of a beautiful lake. Maybe you're in a beautiful forest, or you're on top of a mountain. Wherever you are, just envision that you are floating in the center of this lake. And you feel safe and secure here. And the water is warm. And it feels wonderful. Really take in this moment and visualize yourself there now. Relaxing the lower body. Feeling the waves, the warm liquid. And I want you to envision that this beautiful lake turns a ruby red color. And as this lake turns this beautiful red color, you feel at the bottom of your sits bones and the bottom of your feet, you begin to create roots. And these roots flow down into the lake, flow to the bottom of the lake, and start to make their way deep into the earth. As you become part of the lake and part of the earth, and you feel this groundedness begin to happen. You feel rooted into yourself, into the earth, rooted on top of the water. And you allow this beautiful ruby color to begin to swirl and dance up your toes, feeling it flow into your ankles, into your shins and into your calves, flowing into your knees, flowing up the legs, into the thighs and your hips. And this beautiful ruby color begins to swirl and dance in a clockwise motion below your body. Taking a nice deep breath down into this root, down into your root chakra, and breathe up and in this beautiful ruby red color. And as you breathe it out, you feel an expansion of red, an expansion of safety. And the beautiful red color tells you that you belong right here, and that you are safe right here. Really feel the immersion of this beautiful red pulling you into the earth. And I invite you to spend a moment here in your root chakra, and I will call you back when it is time to continue to move. Breathing through any discomfort or any emotion that may be coming up. Allow your energy now to begin to move upwards into your reproductive center, until you find yourself in your sacral chakra. And this beautiful red color turns into a bright orange. And you feel this orange flowing in and out through the hips, through your reproductive centers. And this beautiful orange color begins to rotate clockwise. And it ignites your passions and your desires and your needs and your wants. And it opens up the flow of natural energy so that you can flow through change easily and effortlessly. Really connect to the vibrance of this orange light and allow it to balance whatever needs to be balanced within your sacral chakra now. And I invite you to spend a few moments in this space until you are called to move forward. Really breathing through any discomfort or emotions that you may be feeling now. Really getting those hips to relax. Getting everything to slow down. And as you place your attention back into the sacral chakra, you feel this beautiful orange light begin to flow up higher, and feel this light flow into your solar plexus chakra. And as it flows into your stomach, it turns and spins clockwise, and you begin to see and feel a beautiful golden yellow light. And you take a deep breath into the stomach and into this beautiful yellow light now. And as you breathe out, you feel the expansion of this beautiful golden yellow light all around you, relaxing the stomach, connecting to your confidence and your worth, and knowing that you are worthy. You are worthy to receive your greatest good now. And this beautiful light balances out whatever needs to be balanced within your solar plexus now. I invite you to sit into the solar plexus within this golden light. And I will call you back when it's time to move on. Nice. Reconnecting to your solar plexus. Taking one more deep breath into the stomach, expanding your energy. And letting it go. Even your organs begin to slow down as your breath continues to be very controlled in and out. Remember, you're breathing in all that you are, and you're exhaling everything that you are not. And as you reconnect to this beautiful golden light in your stomach, You feel it slowly begin to rise as it flows through the lungs and through the rib cage, flowing beautifully and gently, warming and releasing as it flows into your heart, feeling the energy of your heart space. This beautiful yellow light begins to turn emerald green. And take a deep breath up and into this emerald green light. And exhale the expansion of this green light of love out and down. And really begin to feel the space of your heart. Breathing in and out through this area, knowing that you are loved, that you are loved, and that you love freely and easily. And ask whatever needs to be let go of the heart, whatever you might be holding within the heart that does not need to be there. You allow this beautiful green healing light to release and dissolve it. So focusing again on the heart area and the green light surrounding it. Take a deep breath into this light. And as you let go of any fear or doubt that might live within the heart. And I invite you to stay within this center for a few more moments. And I will call you back when it is time to move on. Nice, I can feel the expansion of love. As your heart melts and you reconnect to the green energy, you allow this green energy to continue to rise up as it flows up onto your shoulders, and it begins to flood into your neck and into your throat, flowing into your throat chakra. And as it flows into your throat, this green light turns a beautiful cobalt blue. And you feel and connect to this blue, this turquoise, as you breathe into the throat. And as you exhale, you release the blue energy and you feel the expansion of your creativity. You feel the expansion of your authentic self. You feel the expansion of truth. And you feel the depletion of judgment or fear. And you ask whatever it is your throat needs to let go of, allow it to be gone in this moment as you connect to this blue light. And I invite you to remain within this center until you are called back. As you allow your throat to let go even more deeply, you reconnect to that beautiful energy. And as you breathe up and into this cobalt blue, as you release, you feel the light flow up through the chin into the nasal cavity, and it flows into your third eye, onto your forehead. And this light begins to turn a beautiful violet purple. And you feel the expansion of this violet purple as you breathe up and into this light. And you release and let go of the light as it expands your third eye, and it opens your intuition and your ability to see beyond, right? Your ability to connect to the unknown and to see the truth. and to visualize the bigger picture. And so ask whatever you need to let go of within your third eye. Let it be let go of now as you connect to the energy there, as you connect to the expansion of this violet light, and you sit within it until you are called to move on. Maybe from your third eye, I want you to envision a beautiful future for yourself. I want you to envision or visualize yourself happy and free. Visualize your neighbors happy and free. Maybe the whole world smiling happy and freely. What is your perfect dream of the future? Place that image within your mind and allow your third eye to open up even more, connecting to the bigger picture of life, of humanity. As you begin to connect to everything around you, as you connect to the sun and the moon, to the universe and to the planets, to everyone on this planet, and you begin to cultivate a feeling of oneness. And as this violet light swirls and dances clockwise, it begins to move up to the top of your head, and it creates a halo of beautiful white light above you. And you breathe up and into this white light. And as you exhale, you expand this crown chakra, expanding the white light in every direction, up and down, in and out, feeling this light flowing below you and above you, behind you and in front of you, and allowing this light encompass not only you, but the entire universe as you begin to feel the expansion of your entire being. Every chakra begins to connect. Every chakra begins to expand, beginning to see the reds and the oranges and the blues, and seeing the greens and the purples and the gold, all expanding outward in a beautiful rainbow of color that is endless and limitless. As you begin to connect to your higher self, to the higher power of all that is good, of all that is seen and unseen, allow yourself to just shoot into the stars, expanding your energy as high as you can get it. And maybe while you're in this space of crown expansion, you can ask, what do I need to know now? What do I need to know now? And I invite each of you to sit in this space and perhaps wait for the answer. So wherever you are now within time or space, begin to make your way back down into the crown of your head, flowing back down into the white light, back down through your third eye, back down into your throat, into the heart, back down into the stomach, down into the reproductive center, your hips, down the legs, into the knees, from the knees into the shins, down into the ankles, into the feet, into the toes, and back down into the lake, flowing down through the roots, through the water, and reconnecting back to that center of the earth. As you call upon the earth now to reground your energy, as you pull your energy back into that ruby red, focusing your attention there for a moment, and really getting that sense of groundedness, all while keeping yourself open as well. Like the lotus flower, you are grounded into the water, but you are open to the sun. Take a nice deep breath in and up. And slowly release the breath out and down. And from this lake that you are sitting upon, you slowly return back into your room, back into your home, taking in the energy there, feeling the space around you, flowing back into your physical body, once again feeling the heaviness of the body, but the lightness at the same time. Wiggle your toes, make fists with your palms, maybe wiggle your fingers. And maybe slowly take a nice stretch up over your head, just really allowing your arms to reach up past the crown, reaching to that sacred space, reaching up to that God center. And as you do that, your hands come together in prayer and they float down as your hands press up against your sternum, connecting to your heartbeat. Connecting to the one true guru and teacher, the one that rests within your own heart. And so the light within me bows to that light within you with gratitude. I thank you all so much for being with me today, sharing your meditation practice. I see you happy and free, and I see you creating freedom and happiness in all those you see, all those you speak to, and all those you touch. Today, tomorrow, and into infinity. Allow your hands to come up to your third eye and just take a nice little bow forward in reverence to your meditation practice. And you can allow your eyes to begin to flow open and fully come back. And it was a pleasure to be able to do that with each of you today. I really do hope that you feel lighter and brighter, and that if you felt any discomfort as you traveled up through the chakra system, that you really focused on letting it go, And as you went from center to center and space to space, you created more space and more light as you went on, until you found yourself maybe just floating somewhere in the universe, having that ethereal moment, right? And then allowing yourself to flow back into the body, but carrying with you that lightness. So now each center is nice and balanced, and I'm sure each of you will have a beautiful sleep tonight. I'm sure you will, because when we balance our energy, a lot of times people say they sleep like babies, right? You're able to really relax then and rest the mind and the body.